Welcome back, everybody, to Logic Nation. It's June 23rd, 2020. Matt, your host here. I've got attorney extraordinaire Benton Ross Watsowitz. Ross, good again to see you, buddy. Good to talk with you. We're having a great conversation. We left off, though. You wanted to follow up on a thought that you had there pertaining to what we were.
Yeah, if you got a dangerous dog, you've got a good weapon and a little friend. I was talking about look him up on Facebook, Jared Fulton. These Dallas canines. You'll be amazed at what these dogs can do if properly trained. But if you're not properly trained, you're running into some potential big time trouble, even possible second degree, third degree felony if they happen to attack somebody. And so, if they're a dangerous dog, they're going to have to be within what we call a secure enclosure. And that's going to be kind of what we just talked about. It's going to have to be
I want to explain. I want to reiterate again why we're talking about this. It's because there's a lot going on with the craziness in this country. People knocking down statues, burning businesses, and people want to protect themselves. And not only are they protecting themselves with firearms, security systems, the whole works, but they may consider dogs. So as we talk about the potential liabilities of protecting yourself with a firearm, and if you're not aware of the rules, the laws, the regulations, even though you think you're doing good, you can end up being screwed through the legal system. Same thing with a dog. Oh, I got a dog, it'll protect me. Well, Ross is saying a third of all claims are from dog bites, right?
That's right, for a homeowner liability claims, which is a large majority of the insurance claims other than auto, right? And so it's a big deal, especially with the number of dogs in the households we have in Texas and the closeness that people in Texas have and the actual service that dogs in Texas do for their owners and their family.
Now, being a dog owner myself and other dog owners out there, they will, I'm sure, will agree with this, that not only are big dogs a potential hazard, but it's the little ones that think they're bigger than they are, and they'll go nipping at you, and that can cause you a problem too. So don't think you got a little teacup and it's not going to do any harm. It could potentially nip at somebody, and that'll cause you a problem.
And that's why we talked about the negligence earlier, but we go to just attacked by a dog, okay? And what has to happen is there has to be some kind of criminal negligence, and I'm not going to go really into it. We don't have enough time for the show, but it's a gross deviation from the standard of care that an ordinary person, right, would not have undertook, and they ought to have been aware of these unjustifiable substantial risks, right, under the circumstance. So it's not just a civil standard, right? It is high, but you see those words are very vague and ambiguous for a prosecutor to come in and argue free will, whatever he pleases, before the jury and try to get you convicted. And so you got to be careful with those broad terms. But with that said, criminal negligence fails to secure the dog, and the dog makes an unprovoked attack on another person at a location other than your real property or in your motor vehicle or boat that causes serious bodily injury or death, or the person knows it's a dangerous dog, yada, yada, yada. I want to stick with the first one. It's just attacked by a dog. So not a dangerous dog. Doesn't have to be a dangerous dog. And you see that this mimics what we talked about in the self-defense. Remember, you get an automatic presumption, okay, for using deadly force when somebody's what?
In your home?
In your home, trying to kidnap you from your home, your office, your vehicle.
Aggravated rape, kidnapping, murder, sexual assault, aggravated sexual assault.
And this is talking about, right, serious bodily injury and death being caused by this animal. But if it's not in one of those circumstances, so under those circumstances, you would get a defense. Okay, it doesn't apply to that situation. Or the dog is a dangerous dog, and the dangerous dog makes an unprovoked attack on another person that occurs at a location other than a secure enclosure in which the dog is restrained and that causes serious bodily injury or death. You see, you don't get the same kind of excuses with a dangerous dog. So if the dog is within a secure enclosure, okay, you're not going to be in trouble under this law. But if he's not, man, you're facing an offense under this section. Is a third-degree felony unless the attack causes death, in which second-degree felony.
Is a backyard fence considered a secure enclosure?
No, there's an actual definition for secure enclosure, and that is...
Okay, so wait a minute, because I got a short amount of time. Some kid jumps over the fence, the dog aggresses upon the kid, gets hurt and injured, that's not considered a secured area, you would be in violation and you would be susceptible to legal prosecution.
Does the kid get in the fence or does the dog jump out?
Kid jumped in the fence, but it's not a secured area based on the definition.
If he's older than 8, it makes a difference. If he's younger than 8, then your fence has to be able to keep the 8-year-old out.
Wow. That's probably like swimming pools too. You got to make sure that people can't get in because if they drown, then they're liable. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll finish up the hour with Attorney Benton Ross Watson, and we'll be back in 3 minutes. Give me a call, 866-89-LOGIC.